as a generator, a manifesting generator, what does it mean to respond? Hey guys, I'm Rachael Weaver, the host of the Be You Babe podcast. And in this episode, we're going to talk about how to respond the right way and use your sacral power in order to create the life that you want. So I'm a sacral, Manny Jen, and I have been experimenting with human design for 8-9 years now. And I can honestly say most people are getting this wrong. I have so many conversations with people that are just not understanding the to respond. And to be fair, the way Ra puts it is confusing as fuck. Just is. He was a manifester. He didn't really understand how, from an experiential perspective, how to respond. And I have my own experiences with this and kind of falling into the category that most people fall into of literally waiting for things to respond to, like putting all of your desires on the back burner, putting and living life in complete response to what the world gives you. And so this can look like, I'm not going to offer anything until someone comes to me and says, do you want this? Or maybe they have a handful of clients and these clients are all saying, I want this. While their own response is going, I don't know if I want to do that, but they feel like they have to respond to what these people are saying. And because it's showed up in the world, and that means it's for them. And I want to say that's how it works. Okay. We're not waiting for someone to tell us what to do. We're not waiting for the world to deliver exactly what our offers are, what our messaging is, what our business structure should be. We're not waiting for that. So what I like to equate this to is that we have to create the vision first. We are in the driver's seat of our life, right? We are in co-creation with the universe. And if we're going to wait for the universe to deliver something to us, we're not really in the driver's seat anymore. We're in the passenger seat waiting for somebody to drive us somewhere, and we're not going to go where we want to go. We have to tell the universe, this is what I desire. And this takes, honestly, getting really honest with yourself and putting fear and anxiety aside. You cannot decide what you truly want from a state of fear and anxiety about how you're going to pay your bills. It's just not going to go well. You're going to create even more problems because if you're creating from that state of fear and anxiety, you're going to create more fear and anxiety. So that's just the law of attraction. We have to come back to our own energy, ground, play, get in nature, right? Really come back to changing your frequency to everything's always working out for me. I know that I'm always taking the right steps. I know I'm always taken care of, right? You have to be able to feel that everything is okay in this moment for you to be able to tap into your heart and your higher self and what you truly want to create, right? The fear and anxiety is only going to create more fear and anxiety. That's when you create offers that don't sell. It's when you create offers or start to talk about something and no one's responding. It's because you end up attracting more fear and anxiety in the people that you're attracting to, right? So first and foremost, clearing your energy. This is what I tell my clients all the time. You have to clear your energy. You can't be influenced by other people. If you have an open solar plex, like making sure that you're not in a heightened state of anxiety or sad, that kind of thing, in order to do this work. I'm not saying that we obviously can't always be in this neutral state, but when you're doing the work of figuring out where you want to go and what you want to do, that's the state we want to be. So we get back to ourselves, right? And we go, what do I really want to create? Maybe you have seen someone that has a business that you're like, dang, I really like the way she does things, right? you can respond to that. That's a response, right? Like, I really love the way that she runs her business. I want to be able to do that. All right, there we go. We have our first thread of response, right? Or maybe you see someone offering something. Gosh, I really love that. Or I love what they're talking about, right? I want to contribute to that conversation. That is in response, right? You're feeling that pull of, ooh, I want to do that. I want to talk about that, right? That's your sacral. That's the pull toward something, right? The moment that we are coming from this place of um, not in our energy, being kind of masked, right? The sacral can only respond in the moment and it is clouded with emotion. It will not want to respond. And I think this is why when you're emotional authority, because as a Gen and Manny Gen, you could be emotional authority, you don't always get a response out of your sacral. It's because you're either in a high of your wave or a low of your wave, and that's going to cloud the sacral. No, again, it's nothing wrong with that emotion. We just want to ride the wave if you're emotional authority, clear out and come back to that neutral place so that the sacral actually has a chance to respond in the way that it is meant to, right? Not clouded by emotions, whether they're yours or not, right? Okay, so we've decided what we want. We are getting clues as to what we want to create. Now we get to really trust that the next step is going to show up. And what I mean by this is like, say I want to create an agency. I want done for you clients. This is what I want to create. I am fully on board. It feels like a hell yes. This is going to be so exciting. I'm really, really into it, right? I am looking for that next step. And when you trust that the next step is going to come, when you're not attached to how you're going to make this agency, that it can happen whatever way it needs to happen. You know it's going to happen. You're okay with whatever happens. That next step, that shows up really quickly. Like maybe you see an ad for something, or maybe someone reaches out, right? And you start to piece together how this path to the agency is going to happen, right? So maybe the first thing is an ad shows up about how to get high quality leads into your business. You're like, well, I definitely need high quality leads if I'm going to create an agency, right? Cool. I'm going to see what this is about. And trusting the sacral throughout that process and not getting attached again to how it has to happen, right? I think other thing that trips us up in response is that we're controlling how things happen. We don't trust the sacral because it's not looking like we thought it was going to, right? Maybe I think I have to join some other program and that's the only way to create what I want, right? When actually not that lit up about it and it's, you know, not aligned to me, but I do it anyway because I think I should. Should is your clue that you're not actually listening to your sacral, you're in your head. Um, or that this is how it's supposed to be done. There is no that like that's the should, right? So get back to trusting that you're going to get to that destination. The how just gets to like fluctuate and your sacral is going to take you on this amazing journey to get you to there. And it's going to maybe go down a rabbit hole if you're an MG and need to learn a skill, or maybe it's going to take you over here because it's all adding up to this deep desire that you have over here, right? And trusting each step of the way that it's all adding up. You're always taken care of, right? Going back to that energy of, I know who I am. I can trust myself, right? So the big things I want you to take away when if you're a Gen or Manny Gen with sacral and trying to understand how to respond to life is that number one, you need to have a destination. You need to know where you're going. You need to not be overwhelmed with emotions, whether they're yours or not. You need to be in this neutral, like calm place to really hear your sacral And the third is to trust that you're going to get there, that the how is going to probably look different than you think. And you're not going to see the whole ladder. You're going to see one step in front of you, and to have the faith in your sacral, in the universe, that one step is going to, and that one step is going to take you to the next step and the next step and the next step. And pretty soon you look back and you're like, holy shit, it all adds up. That's how we truly respond as a Gen or a man agent, whether your emotional response or not, or emotional authority or not. Like, that's how we're using it to respond in a way that is empowering us. Because this is the thing I see so often, is people giving their power away when it comes to responding. They're literally waiting for something to drop into their lap. That's not how the universe works. We have to take agency and take our own power back. This is how we do it. Okay. So I hope this was helpful. You're a Gen or Manny Gen, drop a comment if you want to talk about this some more. I have a HD 101 course coming out. It's going to be low ticket. Like, it's really my interpretation on human design and how to really apply it to your life and actually use it, not just know it. So that's exciting. And yeah, that's it, my friends. Have a great week.